Welcome back, everybody. We have finally taken down Epic Challenge Mode Spider. Finally. We were very close for like the past maybe 5 days. We went I think 2 or 3 days without pulling her. People wanted a break and then come back on the weekend. Because during the weekdays it's kind of hard. Everybody's got different schedules and stuff. But yeah, she's finally down. I guess we'll start off by showing the build. As you guys know, I'm with a 57%, 8.4 Omni, 19.2 cooldown. Fierce attacks across the board. There's a video on my channel that has all of my stats, so I'm not gonna go over all of them for the sake of the duration of this video. These are the talents that I ran for Spider. First thing you're gonna notice is this is not what I normally run. That was my Discord, that was not yours. Don't worry about it. The reason why I'm not running what I usually run is because ever since we got the weakness inside buff, now that we can track it, I've been valuing Gifts of the Opportunity a little more because it helps me land my furious attacks inside of my weakness inside buff on a weakness spot more consistently than not. So I think I'm gonna go back to 3 points on Gift of the Opportunity, maybe just because of that. It's been a little bit more consistent. I might go back to 2 anyways. That's still my Discord, don't worry about it. And then I'm doing 3 assaults because in this fight in particular, I need to be rotating through the roulette faster than normal because I need my cooldowns up at certain points because they are assigned for certain moments of the fight. And that's the same reasoning behind having 3 points in Best Apprentice. I need to have my cooldowns up faster. Even though there's a lot of holding on to the cooldowns, there is also such a thing as needing my cooldowns for certain windows, because depending on which sides I'm at or with which players I'm at is how my cooldowns are going to be used. And so I'd rather go on the safe side and then just be able to have my cooldowns up for everything that the team needs. So that's why I went with this build. Heavy on the reducing cooldown of Frenzy Throw and Thirst Battle. So, Inscribe Stone, Crush, High Energy Potion, Overload, Intertwined Fates, Warlike Surge, the ultimate high roll emblem. But yeah, it's obviously a good emblem. We've got a lot of good attributes. Make sure that you guys are having 735 resonance. Please make sure you guys are having that. And then, oh yeah, so my resonance is at 102.6%. That was the last stat that I had to show. Now, let's get into Spider, shall we? So, boy, this is one of the fights that I do not enjoy. It's too much RNG for my taste. And then I'm depending on a lot of stuff going the right way. But it is what it is. At least we got it down. So, I guess I'll start by saying what's new in challenge mode. We have wind. That's pretty much all there is to it. We have wind, but do not be fooled. The wind actually kind of impedes your movement a little bit if you don't have movement speed abilities. And then what else is new? Oh, the epic mechanic where green side has to stay on mid and purple has to stay away from mid. But other than that, it's pretty much the same fight. So we're just going straight in. Remember always, guys. Remember always. to go for your Frenzy Throw, and don't go for Thirst Battle and Furious Attack until you have this Weakness Insight buff. I get it, and then we send. Now, you have to be careful not to get aggro from these spiders. You don't want to attack them. I'm just cleaving them with my 5 whenever I see it possible. But other than that, I'm pretty much staying on boss throughout the entire phase. And here, I'm going to throw a Furious Attack inside the Weakness Insight buff. It gets reset, which is really good because now I can go for a Frenzy Throw and pretty much 100% reset the Weakness Insight, which means my next Furious Attack is going to be with Weakness Insight. So you can see the strat we're doing is 4 spiders in the beginning, then we take care of these 2 after killing the 2 Devour Eggs, and then you're going to see us push ourselves on purpose towards the last 2 eggs and take care of them. Right now I'm just stacking my crush stacks, and unfortunately I don't get a crit, which means this burst window is going to be lackluster. But at least this is what I tell people all the time, what I tell dual players all the time. Try to make sure that you get as many weakness spots as possible before your burst. So right now, you can see how I'm using Assault? And now, I'm going to try to make sure, right? I'm going to try to make sure that I don't hit these weakness spots. This is why you see me cast a Swift Strike right here. Because I want to jump from here all the way to here without eliminating this weakness spot, so that I have as much chances as possible to get the Weakness Insight for my burst. Now I'm getting back, and I'm staying here. And once I get knocked back, which means I'm ready to go, I'm starting to press. I already got the buff, so I'm going. 92k, 137k, 186k. It was obviously not going to be the best burst because we did not enter the window with seal. It is fine. It's a good burst either way. And now I get green side. Now, green side is the worst side for melees, especially if you are assigned to spawners, which in this pull I was, because the mage was going to be hitting boss and the paladin was going to be doing Devour Egg plus boss. I guess the mage also had Devour Egg plus boss. So the way that the cooldowns were aligning, I had to hold my cooldowns, or not hold my cooldowns, but I had to use my cooldowns on the spawners, and you are going to see how bad this is for a melee. Because on green side, you have to get back to mid as soon as possible. Now, luckily, on the second burst, you're going to see that I really took care of the ass pretty easily. But it's still super hard because they die so fast. Look at this. Now, this is a mistake on my part. This was really bad on my part. I was focusing on positioning to not blow up the eggs. But as you can see, I missed my Thirst Battle here. I did not press it. And so, because of that, this first Furious Attack is a 21k non-crit. And then I tried to press it right before Furious Attacking. It did not happen. Therefore, now I'm only guaranteeing a crit on an Assault. As you can see, this is really bad by my part. So this is a botched burst window. This is just me being bad. And so, luckily the team helps me out. But this is why it's so bad as a melee. See how I have to like speed run all the way back to mid so I don't get dunked off? That's why doing spawners on green side as a melee is it's not that it's hard, it's that it's not ideal. And oftentimes you will have happen what happened to me here, which is you can't really get a clean burst off. Now this was my fault here, but on the second burst you're gonna see it's still not clean because they just die so fast with the dual players burst. Now we're gonna take care of the Devour Egg. Unfortunately, Frenzy Throw ran out right before I Furious Attacked it. I was saving Furious Attack for that egg to help with the damage, but I miscalculated the amount of time it would take for the egg to spawn. So unfortunately that Furious Attack was outside of Frenzy Throw window. It's not a big deal. I am running only one talent on Zealous Pursuit. Here, We lose a player to the cleave. It's unfortunate. Also, make sure. See these puddles? These circles? You're going to drop puddles on the ground. Do not drop them at mid because you have to go back to mid to not die to the knockback. So this is really good by us. And then now here, see how I have to hold my cooldowns? The reason why I have to hold them is because I am assigned to the spawners. I know it feels terrible as a duel player, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the clear. This one is clean though. See how easy they die if you get a clean burst off? But now the problem is, this ad dies in between my burst, and now I'm never gonna get a second Furious Attack, a second Furious Attack reset. Because the time it takes for me to get over here, and then this is also another reason why it's bad, because if you want to speed it up to try to get that reset, look at what's going to happen here. I'm going to quick step and I'm going to pop an egg, which is not ideal. But at this point in the progression, the tank knows that whenever I'm assigned to these spawning spiders, we established that I'm going to nuke the first one and then quick step to the second one, and the tank is going to pay attention whether I pop an egg or not, so that my burst window isn't completely griefed. But like right here, see how my Furious Attack was up for a long time? What happened here is I was trying to get the second Furious Attack off on this one, and then the third one off on this one, and then unfortunately it messed me up. So yeah, doing spiders on this side is it's not ideal. You always want to be on boss, but given the DPS that I was with, I had to hold for spiders. It's fine though. It's not the worst thing in the world. We're still doing a lot of damage. We're at 9.8 at the moment. And now you want to make sure that you face the boss. The boss face is at 40%. You want to make sure that you face the boss near the same time that the other team faces the boss. So we are constantly communicating the HP percentages of the bosses here, of the clones. See, we're at 40%, and now we don't want to face until the other team takes care of the Devour Egg, and until this Shadow Chaos falls off. Once it falls off, now we face the boss, and then we are going to try to cross the bridge as fast as possible. And we're also going to try to make sure when the boss spawns this first web here, there's going to be a spider, a mini spider that's going to chase people. And the person it chases, it's going to fear. I quick step there because I thought the spider was potentially going to be on me. And so if you quick step, you can outplay the spider blows up, and you don't get feared and you don't get damaged. So that's the reason why you see me quick step here. I thought this spider was on me, but it was not on me. It was on the mage. It caught up to the mage, it feared the mage, but now it's up to our healer to dispel the mage. The healer gets to dispel, and now we're gonna make it to the other side, and while the bosses join up, we are popping eggs. These 2 eggs. And we are letting DPS take care of the interrupts. This is one of the reasons why you don't want the tanks with interrupts. Because when you come over here, you want tanks to pop eggs as soon as possible. And you want to kill at least these 2 eggs before the spawners appear in mid. Once the spawners appear, you're going to try to clear the spawners and the eggs that the spawners lay. You're going to see us attack these spawners. I probably should have frenzy throwed a long time ago, but it's fine. I guess I was just holding for a little bit. It's fine. Having cooldowns on these spiders is not important at all. You just want to clear this before a boss comes down, and you don't need cooldowns for this. At least our team didn't. Maybe just one person used cooldowns. But see how the boss right now, this is new from Epic. Everybody who's done Epic Spider knows this. At some point during P3, you're going to have to go join up at mid. You're going to get knocked back. That's the green side mechanic. And then you're going to get the purple side mechanic. So you have to stay away from mid. But the boss takes so long to do all of that we can just literally clear a lot of stuff See how everything is cleared? Except the eggs on the edge. But that's fine. We'll take care of those later. Now, as soon as the boss goes down, I am giving the boss my first burst. Get the weakness insight proc. Send everything. Oh, and we get a huge energy savings proc here. Really good. Okay, so for those of you who have not seen my video on how to play around your energy savings procs, I'm going to explain it here real quick. See how I get a reset on my Furious Attack? What I'm going to do now is Assault once and then Furious Attack again. Right? And now, what this means is that my next Assault is going to reset my Furious Attack. Because that's how our Inscribe Stone works. Our Inscribe Stone says that our second Assault is going to reset our Furious Attack. That's why our combo is 1-1-3, 1-1-3, because our second Assault is going to reset our 3. But because I get an energy savings proc here, okay, let's look at this again. I'm gonna get an energy savings proc on the first Furious Attack, and because I wasn't ready to get that energy savings proc, I casted one Assault, which is fine, because now I'm going to get my second Furious Attack off. And because I've only casted one Assault so far, my next Assault is going to reset Furious Attack. See it right there? And then I'm going to press Furious Attack again. Boom. That's my Discord. That's not yours. And that's how you get 3 Furious Attacks inside. Wow. I got 4? Did I get 4? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I did not get 4 inside the Inscribe Stone, but I did get 3 resets. That was really good. This is what Priest does for you, by the way. Combined with energy savings. 1, 2, 3. Oh, close. Close. But yeah, that was a really good burst window right there. And so the boss is at 27%. Boss is going to enter execution phase in a little bit. Now you want to make sure that is still my Discord. That's annoying. I'll probably just stop doing videos while on Discord. But now, the team, the ranged players, are taking care of the Devour Eggs. My job here is to stay on boss the entire rest of the fight. 141k Furious Attack on execution phase. You love to see it. Here, I'm staying a little bit on boss. Now, I'm just attacking these spiders, not really focusing them. The only thing I'm doing is, while I have downtime on the boss, I'm trying. See what I did there? That's really good, bro. This is the next step, right? I've always said, if you have a lot of downtime and you're stacking Crush, do not be afraid to send this Furious Attack outside of the weakness spot. Why? Because it's going to crit. You saw that Furious Attack crit, and now I'm going to have Seal Talent online for my burst on the boss, the last burst. We're going to get knocked back here, and now we're just going to go and send all we have left on the boss. We're going to try to get a weakness insight proc. I probably should have went a little bit earlier, maybe, but not really. Now, unfortunately, again, I don't get a clean burst for the kill. You're going to see I only get 1, 2, and boss dies. So we don't even get the third Furious Attack off there, which is unfortunate because that means that, 3 of our 5 burst windows were unfortunately not ideal for us. But at least we got a very good window on the beginning of P3. And so this was a almost 7.5 minute fight. 43 Furious Attacks, really good. 72.3 on average, and that was a 10.7k DPS on 7.5 minutes in a fight that has a lot, and I mean a lot, of downtime. And I also botched like 2 burst windows. Well, I actually botched only 1. The other 2 were kind of griefed because, well, boss died before I could finish it, and then that's just what happens when your cooldowns are assigned for spiders. Sometimes you don't get clean cooldowns off. So this could very easily be a 12k. But it is what it is. The spider went down. That's all that matters. 10.7k. Now, what am I going to do next? I'll probably give Blight Dragon a try. Hopefully the team is motivated to give Blight Dragon a try. And then we'll see if we down it. If not, then I'm probably going to wait out for Season 1 and check it out. If for some reason the game is not in a healthy state, then I guess this is maybe one of the last times I see you guys. I do have a video that I'm planning on uploading maybe tomorrow or maybe in 2 days, comparing the difference between playing manually and battle assist for Duel. So that's gonna be that's a video that's been requested a lot by people. So I'm doing that video, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for now. This is a 21-minute video. I love it because it's not a long video. Now, yeah, stick around for those videos. Hopefully, I will see you guys again with Blight Dragon. I really want to fight the boss. I enjoy the fight. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Feel free to comment whatever you guys want to see next. Or if you guys have any questions, I will answer them. I read all the comments. So yeah, GG's.